Are you tired of high-pressure tactics?
No, I'm not going to sign that. It's too much.
At Community Auto Group, you'll find we have a straightforward approach.
If other dealers have made you uncomfortable, give Community a try. You'll enjoy your experience here and find a straightforward deal that's right for you, not high-pressure tactics.
Community Auto Group, straightforward deals from the straightforward dealer.
It is chill. It was, but I think we did. We'll let it go this time.
Okay, we'll call the meeting of the Board of Supervisors to order. Before us, we have today's agenda, the minutes of the meeting of the April 29th.
Okay, at this time, I'd so move to accept the agenda presented this morning and approve the minutes of April 29th.
I'll second. Okay, motion made and seconded to approve today's agenda and the minutes of the meeting of the 29th. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Something's wrong with this.
Something's wrong.
It is, it keeps saying hold, hold, hold. Okay.
Okay. Old business. New business. Mary.
Went out and plowed roads last week. So they got some overtime in the beginning of May. And now they're bleeding this week, so. Tom sat in interviews with me last week for the Clear Lake foreman. Kind of going through my notes and probably will have a decision by the end of the week. So, B20 is in the May letting, and then we have the Ventura Box Culvert and the bridge on Spruce in the July letting, the bridge that.
The reletting of the
Yeah.
Spruce Bridge. Huh?
Yes. So that's about all I have to report on. Next on the agenda, for your consideration, is quotes for the chimney repair at the engineer's office. Last year at our budget meeting, I think I showed you guys some pictures of the disrepair of our chimney where the bricks were breaking up and falling out. And I put $20,000 into the budget to get that repaired. The scope of the work includes removing a portion of the chimney and a portion of the lower chimney that's bad, and then they will redo the exhaust for the boiler and the water heater, and bring that up to code, because currently it's not up to code, and then they will rebuild the portion of the chimney. We're not gonna go to the existing height it is now, reduce cost. It doesn't need to be that high. So I sent out bids to 4 contractors, and I believe you have the bid tab in front of you. Only one contractor replied, not 100% certain why. Another contractor had inquired about it and asked some questions in the pre-bid meeting, but didn't file a quote. So the only quote and the lowest quote was $20,874.55. So I gave my recommendation to move forward with the proposal from D. Randall Construction out of Osage, Iowa.
Questions for Mary?
So they'll just rip it right back up, but it won't be near as high.
Exactly.
It'll go up to that 44 inches?
It'll go approximately 5 foot above the roof.
Okay.
Currently, it's about 14 foot.
Yep.
And it'll go about 5 foot instead of 14.
Okay. At this time,
Yeah, go ahead, yes.
At this time, I'll make a motion to accept the bid from D. Randall Construction for repair the chimney.
And please authorize the chair to sign the
And
proposal.
authorize the chair to sign the bid.
Okay, and I have no further questions, and I'll second it.
Okay, motion made and seconded to approve the quote for the chimney at the engineer's office. The quote being $20,874.55 from D. Randall Construction in Osage, Iowa. All's in favor?
Aye.
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 And have a lot of other things.
No,
In a sense that, I just want to comment for Mary's benefit in her office. They had, Iowa hosted the national engineers. Like all the road engineers in the country were in Des Moines. I just want to comment.
They all weren't there,
Well,
but there was.
yeah, well, that's true. I bet there's some of them guys, and women that stayed back.
There was probably about 380 delegates that attended.
I'd like to mention that for you.
Thank you, Phil.
All right. Okay, moving on to new items of business under the county auditor's position, claims.
Names here for your consideration.
This time, I would so move to approve and authorize the chair's signature on the claims presented this morning.
I'll second.
Okay, motion made and seconded to approve the claims and authorize the chair's signature where appropriate. All's in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Payroll.
Got a payroll warrant for the week ending 4/20.
Okay.
This time I'll make a motion to accept the payroll warrant report for April 20th.
Okay, I'll second it.
Okay, motion made and seconded to accept the payroll warrant for the week of the 20th. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Drainage.
Then I've also got two others
Oh.
separate. I've got one new employee that would require a resolution. David Gross, general maintenance in the engineers department, started on May 1st at an hourly rate of $12.36.
He's the one that replaced John when John came over the sign department.
So move in favor of resolution number 35 in the new hiree in the engineers department.
I'll second resolution 35.
Okay, motion has been made and seconded to approve resolution 2013, number 35 for the new employee, Dave Gross in the engineers department. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And then we have a 6-month anniversary for Lauren Erickson in the veterans office, going from 13 to 14/25. Signature and a motion for Rosetta.
This time I'll make a motion to accept the step increase for Lauren Erickson.
Okay, and I'll second it.
Motion made and seconded to approve the payroll change for Lauren Erickson in the
Veterans.
the Veterans Affairs Office. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And then I've got one drainage issue here from Drainage District 79. I believe Bob took this perhaps from Jim Jorgensen, and Larry was not available, so Steve looked at it.
Jim Jorgensen called last week and I took the call via the phone. That form is not very complete. We have the completed one in our office, which I will get up here. Steve went and took a look at it last week before the storm and didn't see a problem that was real evident in the drainage district location, so he is gonna contact Jim Jorgensen and go out there and meet him out on site to see if he can point out specifically where he's having a problem, to ensure that it is a drainage district problem and not a private tile. So,
Okay. At this time, I'll make a motion to let the engineers department, let them take a look and help with the problem and getting it fixed.
Okay, then I'll second that.
Motion made and seconded to authorize the engineers department to investigate a drainage issue in district number 79. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And here we have the clerk and sheriff's monthly report fees.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, if you find everything in order, I would so move to accept and approve your signature on the clerk's and sheriff's monthly report of fees.
Second.
Okay, motion made and seconded to approve the clerk and the sheriff's monthly report of fees. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Next item, dock permits. Tom?
It's been a slow start to the dock season, but I hear the lake is recovering nicely, and the deadline for filing applications is the 30th of this month, so I would presume that we're going to start getting more applications in soon. Today we've got dock 33P, which is between lots 31 and 32, block 10 in Dodges Point Park. There are 3 assignees and 6 hoists, certificates of insurance, watercraft registrations, policy acknowledgments have been filed by all assignees, and the appropriate fee have been paid. So that I'm recommending approval on that dock. Also, we got notification from the assignees at Sycamore Street, which is dock 58P, that they do not intend to put a dock out this year. They also notified us that there'll be a vacancy which will fill for next year. Their assignment will be held for the 2014 dock year. So all I need is approval for 33P this morning.
At this time, I'll make a motion to, okay, that's, the permit for 33 feet.
Okay, and I'll second it. Okay, made and seconded to approve dock permit 33 feet. All in favor?
Aye.
Tom, you're next. Safety director.
We have been working for some time on updating our substance abuse prevention, don't laugh, Mary, substance abuse prevention program for drugs and alcohol for employees required to have a CDL. The federal government made some changes, and this simply brings our policy into compliance with those changes that the federal government made. Mary's had a chance to review it, and so has Fred. Those 2 departments are the ones that have CDL drivers. Also, Mike Galloway has reviewed it as well. So once we get this approved, we'll send it out to employees, and they can review it and submit their acknowledgements. I'll also mention I sent it to Mike Cerro for review as well, and he had no comment on it.
Questions for Tom, gentlemen?
No, not really.
Okay. Request resolution number 36.
This time, I'll make a motion to do resolution 2013 number 36.
And I'll second resolution 36.
Motion made and seconded to approve resolution 2013 number 36. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Tom, you're on the hit parade.
I was contacted by an employee assistance program provider called Connections, which is a statewide provider of EAP services. For some time, we've been with Mercy Works EAP, but this company approached me. I'm looking at the number of services that are available that they provide and are not provided by Mercy. I'm recommending that we switch effective July 1 to Connections EAP. We would be paying $5,522 beginning August 1st to Mercy. I apologize. I think I caught a cold sitting in on interviews with Mary last week, so I'm blaming her. Recommending that we go with the Employee and Family Services Behavioral Risk Management services through Connections for $5,693. So for a difference of less than $200, we're getting a wide variety of services that will be available to our employees that currently aren't available, such as being able to call an attorney, consumer credit counseling, assistance in elder care and finding elder care, assistance in finding child care, assistance with consultation for children with special needs, adoption info and referral, prenatal support, summer child care. They have a 24-hour hotline. We also have local providers here too. So it's not like our employees are going to have to travel to Des Moines for these services. They contract with employers right here in Mason City. So I'm suggesting that we make that change to Building Connections EAP.
I had a chance to review this document last week, and it sure does offer an enhanced array of services, and the price increase is fairly small given the scope of the services it's going to offer. So.
Yeah, I had a chance to sit down with Tom the other day, and he kind of showed me the difference between the two programs. I definitely think this is a good way to go.
And I had a chance to review it with Tom also, so. At this time, I would so move to consider and approve the proposal with Connections EAP and authorize the chair to sign such a document and agreement.
I'll second that.
Okay, motion made and seconded to approve the Connections EAP agreement as described and authorize the chair's signature if appropriate. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. 2, consider resolution establishing the individual wellness incentive program for employees.
I'll try to hack my way through this as well.
Need a cough drop?
I've got one. It's doing absolutely no good.
You need an anti-cough drop. I mean,
Yeah,
take a
yeah,
cough
right.
drop. Make it cough.
Anti-cough drop.
You want the anti, or, go ahead.
I don't need to promote coughing. The Stride Wellness Committee, which is a committee comprised of county employees, has come forward with a proposal to provide an incentive program for non-bargaining employees for wellness, that if they participate in certain activities, they will be eligible for an additional $15 a month in flexible benefit funds for this coming fiscal year. This is something that, quite frankly, was proposed probably 6 years ago by Ron Osterholm. It was a little ahead of its time. But a lot of other employers, including other local governments, have adopted similar type programs. The one that I'm most familiar with is the City of Ames. And this program is somewhat modeled on that program that they have. This is something that Kelly Hinker, our wellness coordinator, has worked heavily on. And the goal is to improve the health of our employees, promoting healthy lifestyles, resulting in less need for health insurance services, plus promoting early detection of disease and cancers while they're treatable, instead of later down the line when there might be further complications. And so this is money that was included in the budget for fiscal year beginning July 1 for the non-bargaining employees. I think this is a good start for the program. Eventually it may be expanded for but I'm recommending approval of this. This is by resolution as well. And this has also been recommended for approval by the Wellness Committee.
Questions or comments for Tom?
Yeah, I sat down with Kelly the other day, and Tom, and she kind of outlined the program to me, and it looks like it's a real good program. I hope we get people that will use it. And I think these are some of the things we gotta start doing if we're going to slow down our insurance rates and stuff like that. So this time I'll make a motion to do resolution 2013 number 37 for establishing an individual wellness incentive program.
Okay, and also second that,
Okay.
resolution 37.
Resolution 37, 2013-37, the Individual Wellness Incentive Program. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. F, open opening bids and possible awarding of lease on pasture located in the east half section of section 11 in Lake Township. We have one bid. Okay.
We have a bid here for the 40 acres from Mr. Joe Bear. His bid is $2,100 per year. On or before May 1st and March 1st of each subsequent year. So we do have a bid, and I think it's a reasonable bid. So at this time, I'll make a motion, we accept his bid and award the contract.
I'll second it.
Okay. Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion? Is this, what was the previous bid?
We was renting it out for $1,050, I think,
Okay.
so it's just double,
Okay.
which is happening all over the country
Sure.
the way rents are on. So it looks like a pretty good bid.
Okay. Okay, motion made and seconded to approve the awarding of the bid to Joe Bear of 20,688 Poplar Avenue, Mason City, Iowa, for 40 acres at $2,100 per annum. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Item G, manure management plan. Bob?
Since I'm the expert at that manure, I looked through it, and everything looks to be okay, and at this time I'll make a motion that we accept the plan and send a copy to Dana.
And I'll second it.
Okay, motion made and seconded to accept the manure management plan for Clinton Patterson, and we'll follow the report to forward the report to the Department of Natural Resources. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item H, agreements and contracts.
You've got neither.
Have none.
I, appointments.
None.
J, correspondence and communication. Acknowledge receipt of a dividend check from United Heartland Insurance, and we have Dick Price from First Insurance here today. Tom, you want to give us perhaps a little?
Yeah, last week I met with Dick Price and Tel Papajohn from First Insurance, who's our local agent. United Heartland is our workers' comp carrier, and they have a dividend program that actually refunds part of our premium based on a good loss ratio. This is the highest dividend that I recall us, well, and the numbers show that too. I ever recall us receiving $77,015. The highest before that was $36,656. So we got essentially the highest dividend that you could possibly get. It's a refund of 32.5% of our premium. And Dick couldn't explain more unless I got it pretty good.
Can I make a comment?
Sure.
Sure.
Well, I'm representing the Cerro County Independent Insurance Agents. We provide the service for this policy, and Cerro County, just over the last 12, 15 years, has just done a fantastic job on controlling their work comp losses. Your rates are set by the National Council's compensation insurance for the state. The insurance commissioner approves it, and so we're kind of stuck with those basic rates. But in order to credit, good operations, you get a discount for your loss experience of currently it's about 15%, and then to further share in the good experience, they have a dividend program. And 2011-2012 was a fantastic year, and we're very pleased to give you that check. But it's not been an unusual thing. You've earned that check a number of times. I think we've it's over $223,000 you've gotten over the last 12 years. So it's a testimony to your people, you know, the good work they're doing, and so we're happy that to be able to give it to Tom. He's probably already got it in the bank, I think.
I handed it over to Heather right away and said, please get this out of my office, so.
But it's a pleasure to work with an organization, you know, that does such a good job, and it's nice to be able to be able to have a little reward for doing it. So anyway, on behalf of the association, thanks for the relationship and the chance to help out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dick.
Thanks, Dick.
I remember a day when we didn't always have good experiences.
No,
but
there were
through-
some days that weren't so good.
Through the course of education and diligence on our part, you know, we've been able to get this issue turned around, and I didn't realize that the amount was $223,000.
Yeah.
That's considerable.
Yeah.
That is a testimony to the work our people do. They do a great job.
One other thing I would mention related to insurance is that last week we received a check for over $26,000 from ICAP, covering costs related to the security breach, covering the attorney fees because we hired an attorney to assist us with some of those matters, as well as completely covering the cost of procuring the credit monitoring and ID theft protection services for all of our employees. So, you know, if there's any silver lining there, it's that we've got good coverage when we need it.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate that update.
Yeah, it's good to know.
Okay. With that item of business concluded, we're down to adjournment. Also move.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, everyone.